Be careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no
These
Santa.
are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Tickets are still available for the next Sixers home game, so purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for our next game or sign up for season tickets. What better way to pass the year than the colors of your favorite mascot, the Sixers mascot, and free games?
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word 76 along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Davis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Yang in at the 1. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Capella sets a screen for Maxey. Rebound by the Celtics. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Maxey, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Here's Capella after the basket by Boston. Here's McCain. He's coming off a 19-point game against New Orleans.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates. Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Philadelphia's head coach. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Now, here is George. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And Walker kicks to Maxey. It's stolen by Davis. They're running. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Here's Maxey. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Walker. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown. And a moment here. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to...
The previous play is under review.
Acknowledging we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Now, here's George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Here's Davis. And Capella sends it back. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. MP finds Brown. And here's Tatum for 3.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
Outside, Maxey. Back to George. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Brown, right side. The Celtics working the ball around now. Yang passes to Tatum. Tatum gets the screen from Yang. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
It's George on the wing. White against Walker. Here's Maxey. A 3-pointer, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
White. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to McCain. Maxey with the screen on White. Back to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 10-point lead. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
And that one, good.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
MP dishes to Tatum. MP sets the screen for Tatum over George and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
Brown the pass to Yang. Back to Brown. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Brown finds MP. Now White. Tatum setting the pick for White. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's McCain. Still scoreless. Back to Maxey. Pass to George. Over Tatum. And there's Paul George on the assist by Maxey. And that's now 6 points for Paul George. And White kicks to MP. Back to White. Brown outside. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Capella with a screen on MP. Here's Maxey. And the dunk by Capella.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
White the pass to MP. White goes in.
Just a little quick burst by Derek White. Too quick off the drive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Then it's MP. And it's Walsh, and it's small forward. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
It's Sexton on top of the key. Lays it up off the glass. Sexton's got 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
MP dishes to Tatum. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers trail by 8 and stolen by MP. MP stops it in off the drive.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Sexton the pass to George. Back to Sexton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Collins Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 5, and it's off from 3-point range. There's the lob to the hoop. Porzingis with the steal. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Milwaukee was outstanding. He dropped in 38 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Philadelphia with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Sexton the pass to Waters. Clock at 6. A 15-footer and a little luck that time, but it drops. Waters got 5 now.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Pass to MP. Rebound by the 76ers. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Celtics making a switch here. Davis is checked in. What a move, MP.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
The 76ers trail by 12. Here's McCain. No scoring in this one. Tucker a screen. George, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by MP.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's McCain. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Tucker can't get it to go.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Tatum no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
MP dishes to Tatum, looking to end his cold spell, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A shot by George, wide open. At 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 11. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Outside, Sexton. Inside. And there's Paul George on the assist by Sexton. George has got 8.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
MP finds Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Screen by MP. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Houston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, the Celtics, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
Maxi's checked in for Sexton.
And one of the many ways Maxi can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Brown the pass to MP. MP finishes inside.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 11. Connects from three-point range. He's got 13.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Tatum passes to Brown. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it would probably be the three-point shot.
Porzingis is checked in for Tatum. Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Outside, White. Celtics passing it around. MP finds White. Outside, Porzingis. MP with it. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
The 76ers trail by 8. Outside, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Brown with it. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
In their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Here's McCain. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. White the pass to MP. Now Porzingis for 3. Offensive rebound. Out to White. MP outside. Back to White. And stolen by Sexton. And it's George missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. MP passes to Porzingis, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at MP, he's out in front in the East, a superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit nba.com for more. Pass to McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Paul George with the steal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
MP finds Brown. A crossover. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 76ers trail by 8. Outside, Maxey. Over MP. Maxey, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the 76ers. To the paint. Here's George. Porzingis with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Over Yang. And the rejection by MP. White with it. And here is MP. Porzingis gets the screen from Yang. 3-pointer. That one, no good. And so we wrap up the first half. The Celtics out in front, up 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
65.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
And this isn't just about adding a star player. You can really build your team around Ben Simmons. He directs the offense, incredible in transition, and plays lockdown D. Seems like nothing but upside to bring in him.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Boston Celtics.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 10-point game. We've got Walker. George is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
The way Maxey can twist and contort on a finish is so tough to defend.
MP outside. Tatum against George. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Maxey passes to Walker and taken away by Brown. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Pass to Brown. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. The 76ers making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's McCain. Davis with some nice D. Celtics leading by 10. Here's Brown. The quick look, no good that time. Philadelphia's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. To the middle. Here's Capella. And Davis sends it back. Right side, White. Here's MP. Well, there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
MP sets the screen for Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers trail by 12. Outside, Maxey. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
MP with a screen on George. 13 feet away. Here's Yang. White the pass to Yang. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the 76ers, just way behind.
And I think for Boston, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
We've got a chance to check up on Jarris Walker's status. David, what do you have?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers updated me on the situation. He told me that he got poked in the eye, and because of it, he can't really see out of it for right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. You're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Walker's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers with another miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Maxey, and the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
And here's Tatum for three. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Maxey kicks to Capella. Back to Maxey. Over MP. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 19 points.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Goes back up. The kick out to Tatum. Back to MP. Driving to the basket. And MP throws it down.
I'll tell you, love the hustle from MP, doing whatever it takes to keep the play alive.
Pass to McCain. Brown against Walker. Here's McCain. He's got 5. Here's Maxey. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Boston leading by 18. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to McCain. On the wing, Walker. He's covered by Brown. Here's McCain. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's George missing. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. The drive by MP. And no good that time. Philadelphia's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Capella. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And a great display of physicality.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer.
The previous play is under video review.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
the ruling on the floor stands.
These players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 17. Brown dishes to MP. Brown with it. Maxey covering. And here's Tatum for three. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Maxey against MP. Maxey, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Down low, here's Yang. Yep, it counts. And that's now 33 points for MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown the pass to Yang. Now here's Davis. Capella covering. And Davis gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Capella. With the fadeaway. Davis with some nice D.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
They grab their own miss. MP up top, guarded by Tucker. Brown dishes to MP. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Tucker's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gets an open look and hits. Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
The 3 from MP. Brown outside. Porzingis passes to MP. Brown dishes to MP. Tatum with it. Maxey covering. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by MP.
For 3.
MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the inside. Tucker. And Tucker slams it in.
And keeping that head on a swivel. Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
And there's the bucket from MP.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Maxey with it, covered by MP. And that one's good, Maxey. Maxey's got 21 in the game.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
And MP throws it down.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Maxey finds Capella. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Tucker slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Davis. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Yang passes to Tatum. MP with a screen on Walker. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Timeout called the Celtics. Some changes for Boston. Walsh is checked in. And it's Pritchard in for Jason Tatum. Boston shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. MP passes to Walsh. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Pritchard. The tray. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now here's Brown. 10 points for him. Stolen by Van Vliet. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a wide open look for Walker. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Porzingis passes to Pritchard. MP with a screen on Van Vliet. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A high motor play from MP to get there for the putback.
Tucker a screen. Sexton kicks to Van Vliet. Off target with his 3. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Celtics out in front, delivering the blowout. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of team.
Making some changes here. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. On the floor for Boston, they've got MP, Griffin out there with Porzingis, and it's Walsh in at the 4 slot. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Outside, Sexton. And here's Walker outside. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Gang passes to Walsh. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Walker against Griffin. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, Colin Sexton showing you right there. He's got strength to play through contact and a whistle.
And the 76ers making a change here. Waters is checked in. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And that one misses.
When I think about Colin Sexton, the first couple things that come to mind, speed and confidence. It is what makes him such a good scorer.
For Boston, they've gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Up top, Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Here's Sexton. The 76ers with another miss. Boston's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Walsh. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Capella. Sexton for three. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's Pritchard. Some solid defense from Maxey. For Philadelphia, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Sexton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
The Celtics shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Porzingis kicks to MP. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Bradley Beal's checked in for Boston. MP passes to Walsh. Back to MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, you love to see the intensity from MP. Doesn't let the physical defense impede him in any way.
Both shots good from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Maxey kicks to George. Outside, Walker from deep. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's McCain. And good that time. And here is MP. Pass to Beal. Here's Walsh. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Maxey looking it over. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Celtics leading by 19. MP passes to Beal. Back to MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Friday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
Beal dishes to MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers trail by 19. Here's McCain. Maxey passes to Capella. Back to Maxey. Lets it go from 11. He squares up and sinks it. Maxey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxey skilled at finding space to let it fly.
Palmer passes to Yang. Screen by MP. Here's Walsh. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Walker dishes to Capella. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Celtics passing it around. Beal the pass to Bowman. To the middle, stolen by George. Walker with it. Now Beal defending. It's tipped. Bounce pass, Porzingis. A pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Capella. Pushing it up. Walker with room to shoot. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And, Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Van Vliet. The 15-footer. Good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Great win tonight, MP.
Good job, MP. I see.